All right, and we're back. We're back here on the Real 100 live on Kingdom Sound Radio.
Yeah.
Real quick before we
Always
get back
wanted to
to
do
it, you guys, you can get on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It is KSR for real. Yes, if we can get on there, man, definitely, man. Follow us, subscribe. You got comments, anything. If you want to be a part of it, if you got a topic, let us know. KSR for real. That's on Twitter. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. Definitely, man. Please come out and support us. So, yeah, we're good. Now, go ahead.
So we're back. Hey, I was just looking at some comments on Facebook now, man. And so, Steve, this is probably the last thing, man, because I got a lot. Like I said, we deal with this all the time, and I certainly don't want to. I give a shout out to all the coaches, all the that deal with youth sports, because it's tough, man. Because you have those parents. Again, you have, and it's a battle between the parents and the players. And because you have those parents that are really, really high strung, that are all up in your face, then you have those ones that are like, hey, just kind of take my son, mold him into that. But here's my last question, because I think it was Herm Edwards, and that's what I was looking for, the quote. He had something great on ESPN, one of the ESPN football shows, and they talked about, should every kid get a trophy? Or should every kid? I think that was really the kind of the topic. Whereas, should you get a participation type thing? If you don't win, should it be something that they're just given? Now, it was an excellent topic, I thought, because my take on it was like this, was pretty much like Herm Edwards was saying, and I don't want to misquote him, and I'm trying to find the quote, and I'll find it. But pretty much in the gist of what he was saying was that just because you participate does not mean that you should get an award. If you excel in that sport, I believe you're due something or whatever. And I think the older kids get, and I'm not talking about younger kids. I'm talking about when they, teenagers. I'm talking about that age. Because I think, this is me personally, that we're setting kids up for maybe a false reality of life, that just because you show up, you get commended. No, I believe, and this is what, in that sense, that Herm Edwards was saying, where if you show up and you do your job well, then that's when you get rewarded. So I don't know, man. That's kind of broad. But what are your takes on that, man? As far as just individual accolades, as far as kids, we're talking again, maybe teenagers right now. I'm not talking younger kids, because we know pretty much all of them want to be. You got to support them because they're younger, and I can understand that. I'm talking about as they get older. What's your take on that?
I actually, I understand what he's saying, but I offer another perspective. I think durability and commitment is commendable, especially as we get older. Only because of the time that we live in. It's so much going on with these kids. It's so much, so much pulling them left and right, schedules left and right. And if you can show up for me every day. And if you can show up on time, you can be there every day. You ready to work. I believe when I grew up, there was a perfect attendance award, and everybody didn't get it. And the reason why everybody didn't get it because everybody didn't show up for school. And I think that was a big deal. We commend, I think, Tristan Thompson for our own Cavs. He's great at what he does, but he's also durable. You can count on him. LeBron James just talked about that. To be able to count on a guy, knowing as a coach, knowing as a teammate, if I know he'll be there every single day, that is a very commendable award, just showing up in commitment.
All right. Commending is one thing. That's great. And this is what the Real 100 is. Hey, as Nick already said, man, hit us up, KSR for real. Get us your comments. If you got anything you want to say about this at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we're on all of those. Give us your comments on this, because I believe this is a great subject, because some people feel, as like you just said, and commending is one thing, but I'm talking about an actual, do you get an actual award just for, okay, let's take it another step. Okay, let's not talk about that, because, okay, I think that's probably what you're saying. You're just acknowledging them being there. Okay, let's take it about if you lose a game. If you're a loser, or if you lose, do losers get something?
No, I'm from the old era where I actually agreed with Joe Jackson. If you watched the movie where they went to
God, man, you went Joe Jackson on us.
Where you went to the, they won a talent, they lost the talent show, second place, and the second place prize was a colored TV, which I don't even think they had. You know, a lot of them
Right.
it was a privilege to have back then. But he sent them home. Second place is first place loser, and you know him in my eyes, and that's just the way I don't feel no better ever after making it and losing.
And see, that's not. And see, wait. That's a great quote. Second place is first place loser. Did you hear what I mean? And that's something that, again, that sounds harsh. And people will. I know we're gonna get emails, and I'm gonna send them to you. I'm sending them to Coach Lott.
I know.
Because
I
now
get 'em
that
now.
sounds harsh, but the reality of that is, it is harsh out here in this competitive sports field. And I think kids and me and my son, and I think it goes back to a relationship that you have to have with your child to set them up for reality. Because I think that's setting them up for reality. I don't know. I mean, for real life.
I think that it sets. I mean, more than anything, when you have that attitude, it's not to say you'll win every game, but it sets a level of excellence to be able to want to win every game. So if you feel like going in already that you know, second place is okay, we made it this far. If you then you're kind of already setting yourself up to, you know, to fail, to not really, you know, have excellence as that bar. So you almost want to have excellence literally as that number one bar. And when you lose, you're upset. So the next time around, you don't want to have that feeling again.
Oh, sounds great, man. Sounds great. All right, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man, for coming out, too. Real quick before we get out of here, man, how can everybody get in contact with you, man? They're in the Atlanta field. They want to be a part of it. What do they need to do to reach you?
Man, just call me. No, no. You know what? No, it's seriously. We keep a very informal approach for our business. So you definitely you can email us at londonathletics@gmail.com. We're on Instagram at London_athletics. And literally, I would love to just call me. Just call me. I will say my number, but I'm married now.
All right, man. We appreciate it, man. Definitely thanks you guys for tuning in to the Real 100. Make sure you leave comments, anything on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Let us know on KSR for real. That is KSR, the number 4 real. Let us know what you're thinking. Appreciate it.
Before we leave, man, I want to give a shout out to these guys, man. KRS. This is a great deal.
KRS is a rapper. KRS that's KSR, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well, listen.
I do it all the time too, Steve.
KSR. Listen, I want to give these guys a huge shout out, man. This is an amazing thing for me to be a part of. And these guys they taking it and they're taking it through the roof. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, man. Thanks you guys for tuning in. We'll get back to you guys next week.
KSR,
oh,
baby.
Yeah. The Real 100, man. Live on Kingdom Sound Radio. It's not music. It's just ministry.